This challenge was recorded a day before the Dark Cacao Pass update. I've been stuck in Elite 2 and Elite 3 for the past seasons now, and I've had enough. That's why I challenged myself to reach Grandmaster 3 in a day. To make this fun, I set some rules. The rules are very simple. I can use any cookie in any team I want, but I can't do any research. So yeah,
Challenge time.
I began this challenge with my go-to team that has Stormbringer, Icicle Yeti, Financier, Frostweed, and White Lily, with the most basic treasure combo ever. And it's lapped. But I kinda wanted to see how this team performs with Mystic Flower, so I replaced Yeti with her. It worked! I won 3 times in a row. But I knew that I would need to use Blueberry Pie starting Elite 2, so I replaced Frost Queen with her. I wasn't sure if I built her right, but I just went for full juicy apples. Blueberry Pie is really something. Like that laser shredded those enemies. She made me feel really confident for this challenge because I matched with a 4K rank player, and well, see for yourself. Then I matched with a 3K-ish player. I won, and it wasn't even a close fight. This Blueberry Pie team is amazing. Although, I must say, Blueberry Pie isn't spamming lasers as much as she should. But whatever, winning is the only important thing.
No losers in the house, no losers in the house, no losers in the house, no losers in the house.
And 12 battles down, with exactly 0 tickets left, I reached Elite 2.
Oh, baby, it's triple!
So I refilled 10 arena tickets and continued the battle. It was quite a bad start, not gonna lie, because I nearly clutched it with the second player, and this player is just 8K in rank, almost 9K. But maybe this player is just really strong because I matched with a 2K rank player after, and the odds were in my favor. Which tells me that maybe I do have a chance to climb. Anyway, I still won 2 battles after. Then a financier standoff in the 5th one, which was funny for the first 5 seconds. Until it resulted in a draw, which sucks because I didn't win. Now the 6th battle is where reality hits, and it hits hard. You'd think having the monocle will be enough to stop 2 AVCC damage dealers from doing their thing, but it doesn't. I was so diffed by this player, and this officially marks my actual first loss for this challenge. Following this defeat, I replaced White Lily with Frostbeam because I thought she'd burst way harder given her Crystal Jam level. Well, I was wrong. My team didn't burst harder with her. Instead, I got bursted by an even lower power enemy. After 2 losses, my confidence level went down by a lot, so I watched a movie to distress.
2 hours later.
So I just watched the movie, and I completely forgot about my frustrations. For a while, because for an hour, I was on a bumpy emotional roller coaster ride. I matched with a lot of enemies that I knew from just one look that I'm going to win against them. I mean, even you can see it from these teams. Like, some of them are obviously bait teams, which I obviously got baited by, because I'm not spending 300 gems for a freaking refresh, okay? And some of them are from an advantage in characters and treasures. For instance, I probably won against these teams because I have Mystic Power, and they don't. While I won those battles, they made me feel meh, bored. On one hand, I'm winning, which is great because it's helping my case. On the other hand, it didn't feel earned because it didn't validate my chance to climb to Grandmaster in any way. Majority of my battles for the hour were like these, so it was pretty boring. But that's not to say I didn't have a few moments of joy. Firstly, I matched with this Blueberry Pie team and knew I was going to win because I have White Lily and Blueberry Pie, who are good at shredding tanky low damage cookies. Secondly, I won against this team with a 2-second start Mystic Flower, so they took little to no initial damage. They also have a Black Pearl, so their White Lily hit like a truck. Luckily, the truck didn't hit my team as hard, so I was able to fight back and win. Thirdly, I won against this 2-2-1 White Lily Frostgreen duo that probably didn't have a 2-second start, so it was easy to burst through. Fourthly, I won against this similarly built team because their cooldowns are probably lower, so I was able to burst them down before they burst me. Lastly, I won against this 2-second White Lily Hyper Carry team. This team has Elder Fairy, so the 2-second start build was useless. Anyway, White Lily Hyper Carries are always annoying. Luckily, I have an answer to protect Blueberry Pie and Stormbringer with the damage resist stats buffs, so this White Lily got bursted. Overall, there were a few good wins that felt really good, but there were significantly more losses this time that's pulling down the morale. One of these is this 2-second Mystic Flower team with White Lily and Black Pearl. Honestly, I think I would have won this if not for this stupid treasure right here. Another one of my losses is from this White Lily and Golden Cheese duo. Honestly, I don't know how that team dealt so much damage because I've never had any trouble with Golden Cheese since Stormbringer's released. Other losses for me were against White Lily Hyper Carry teams with a 2-second start. I genuinely believe that I could have beaten this team if I didn't experiment, and I used the Blueberry team with Mystic Flower. Blueberry Pie will surely shred all those shields and tanks. But this team showed me that it didn't really matter because a 2-second start White Lily will burst me down no matter what. Apart from these losses, there was also a draw, which is just another way of the game saying you lost. Overall, this hour had lots of wins, technically, so I was able to move from rank 5926 to rank 4484. But there were definitely a lot of road bumps. At that point, I felt like I'm not going to Grandmaster anytime soon. But I had a challenge to complete. So for another hour, with rage and I want this to be over motivation, I pushed through. So you better like this video. Anyway, the first part of this hour was definitely better than before. I had only 3 losses, which still sucks, but it sucks less. One of these losses were against this Blueberry Pie Hyper Carry team, which I did not expect to get beaten by. I did not expect the initial damage of that Blueberry Pie. Hope mine does that much. Another one comes from this Blueberry Pie Frostgreen duo with a 2-second Mystic Flower. My whole team was almost deleted instantly, and I almost did no damage to this team. The last loss comes from this variant of the Blueberry Pie Hyper Carry team. Again, their Blueberry Pie hits too hard, even just at the beginning, unlike mine.
You shut up!
Nonetheless, the wins were better this time. I had 6 auto wins, which isn't that important, so let's just skip it. Instead, let's focus on the actual wins. One is against this one-shot team. This team was quite effective in dealing with my DPSs. The Stormbringer is broken, so she carried. Another win is against Stormbringer Hyper Carry teams, which lacks offense. So White Lily and Blueberry Pie wiped this team out, and this team too. Lastly, I won against this team with a 2-second start White Lily with Elder Fairy. I won because of luck. If they didn't put in Elder Fairy, I was probably done by their White Lily second rotation. Overall, the first half of this hour was productive, but I can't say the same for the next hour.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Since the enemies weren't that different here, I'll just gloss over the results. Random team, win. White Lily Frostgreen duo with almost 2-second start Mystic Flower, surprisingly, win. White Lily Hyper Carry, lose. White Lily hyper carry again. Lose. Random team. Win. 2-second start Frost Queen hyper carry with 2-second Mystic Flower. Lose. What the? Bait team. Win. Bait team again. Win. And Frost Queen with White Lily duo with a 2-second start Mystic Flower. Win. Overall, these 6 wins and 3 losses all boosted my ranking from rank 3289 to the great rank of 2948. Anyway, I was hungry and didn't feel like cooking, so I got some fast food. In the meantime, after eating, I continued the challenge hoping to get promoted to Elite 1. But instead, I went from 2948 to 3038 in 6 matches. So I told myself I'll just continue this tomorrow.
The next day.
So I woke up at 11 a.m. and didn't open CRK by 1 p.m. And I forgot that it was the maintenance for the Dark Cacao Plus update, so I wasn't able to play. Well, that leaves me at Elite 2. Which means that I did not reach Grandmaster 3 in 24 hours, and I failed the challenge.
Failure.
On the bright side, I learned a few things. 1. Never challenge a 2-second White Lily team if you don't have one. 2. Blueberry Pie's magic candy is overrated in the arena.
You sure about that?
3. Frost Queen and Icicle Yeti teams are dead. 4th and last, it's always a Mystic Flower diff. Anyway, I'm planning to do a video highlighting Caramel Arrow Cookie. But what video should I do after that? Comment down below.